Hi and welcome to a brand new video with Minochu243, and this week has been great for Super Smash Bros. Fans, and as usual I'm gonna go through pretty much all the details we got this week, as week 9 has passed with news and updates including that Smash Bros. Direct, which you can't see my reaction to by the way, which is on my channel. I probably link it in the upper corner, so you can check it out, or you can just go to my channel. However, let's just go into all the details we have been getting, at least most of them. So starting in Monday, where Samus is in the spotlight, and her description says, with her charge shot, missile, and bomb, Samus has 3 different projectiles to keep her opponents in check from a distance. When fully charged, her charge shot is quite powerful. For her final smash, she launches a wide laser beam that can be moved up and down. And I gotta say, Samus' pose, lot better than it was in Wii U and 3DS. I just gonna say that. Her final smash is pretty much still the same, but that is not pretty much all there is to be about this, because as you know, we got an Echo Fighter for her during this direct that was a couple of days ago, so Wednesday to be more precise, but I'm gonna get more into detail about that later. However, Tuesday we got another update, and there was an item in the focus, and that was the bomber, where the description says, hold the bomber up with the A button and a massive explosion will occur in 1 to 1.5 seconds. You will take less damage by moving away from the center of the explosion, so if you're about to get caught in it, try to get away. And personally, more items, really cool. This item is probably something I really like. I don't know how likely it will be for me to keep items on, because last couple of times I played Smash Bros. On 3DS, you know, I kinda had items off sometimes. So, but this is a cool item to see in the game, and I will sure to just give it a try in the battlefield and see how different it actually is. Then we are coming to the big parts. Wednesday, where we have a full-on Super Smash Bros. Ultimate Focus Direct. And wow, that direct was just awesome in so many ways. Again, my reaction is on my channel, so you can check it out if you so want to, but let's just start into what we actually got with this one. Okay, the first we actually have gotten here is clearly a reveal trailer, where we see Luigi in a castle that is kinda the Castlevania castle from Castlevania, and the trailer is good, but just like in the Ridley trailer, where Ridley kills off both Mario and Mega Man, the Grim Reaper here kills off Luigi, and poor Luigi just can't catch a break. But soon after that, we see a brand new character in form of Simon Belmont, which I guess we kinda already knew about because the leaks had been leaking that pretty much a long time already. But what we did not expect was that Simon Belmont wasn't coming alone. He got an Echo Fighter from a Richter or however you pronounce it. So he is just not alone, and that is pretty cool. That we got 2 Castlevania characters and another game. I can't really say I ever played a Castlevania game, because I haven't. So it's still pretty cool though that he managed to get a Castlevania character in the game. So personally, I do like his inclusion in Smash Bros. Ultimate, and it's really cool to actually be able to see him in there. And we actually have a confirmation that will be 34 tracks from Castlevania, both new and old tracks, so which is really cool if you ask me. And that is a lot just from one game. So think about all the tracks we have. If we combine all the tracks, you know, voice clips and all of that, we are up to 900 in total, roughly 900. And that is freaking awesome to have so much music in this game. And they also talked a little bit about the stage counter, where we are currently up to 103 stages. And if you remove Final Destination and the 2 Battlefield stages, you have 100 exactly. So that is a lot of stages. But they did show off the character select screen, and we can clearly see there is a spot for at least 6 more stages. So there's gotta be more stages to be announced, of course. It'd be weird if there comes a new third-party character like Rayman, for example, a character I really want in Smash, and he doesn't get it on stage. You know what I'm trying to say? So anyway, it's been really cool to see so many different characters, but as I mentioned earlier, Samus has an Echo Fighter, and that is pretty much next on my list, where we have not only 1 Echo Fighter, but we got 3. Okay, Richter is kind of the 1 Echo Fighter we got to know about first, but after that, they talked about introducing new, or Sakurai in this case, introduced 2 new Echo Fighters, and one of them is Chrom from Fire Emblem. I think we everybody saw this coming. I guess it was kind of hinted at in the reveal trailer for Robin in Smash for Wii U and 3DS. So where he pretty much says, I suppose I get my chance another day, and then he will reveal as Robin's final Smash shortly after. So now he's actually his own playable character. It is cool. I like it. He's not really based off Ike, like you will think he will be. He is actually based off Roy, and I almost said Robin. But anyway, which is freaking awesome itself. It's then we will have at least 4 Echo Fighter or Fire characters fights kind of similar to each other. However, the other Echo Fighter we got is Dark Samus. And wow, I just gotta say, we probably saw this coming too. There was a lot of leaks saying that Dark Samus will be joining the roster. And it was not that surprising that we will get another Metroid character, but I really do like the fact that Metroid is getting a lot of love in this one. We didn't just get Ridley, we get Dark Samus as well, and that's not just 1 villain, that's 2 new villains right there. So it is really cool to have so many villains joining to the Smash Brothers. Of course, he also talks a little more about the sudden death, which we already got to see a little bit from E3. But the thing is, the works on similar to, or in the same way actually, as when Kalia Marie is coming to the battlefield in the Sistrokyo style, and where the camera is kind of zooming in, so the battlefield kind of gets smaller and smaller, and which I do like, actually. That is a really cool change. I guess that kind of replaced the whole starting to rain bombs like we had before. So that is an interesting touch. I do like that, to be honest. It makes a bit more, I guess it can make it more intense than just randomly starting to rain bombs or something like that. So really cool. And of course, we also have a chargeable meter for power smashes now, where once this is filled, we can you will just launch a little weaker fire smash, but it is a great feature to have there, and it's a powerful new mode, so which is really cool. I do like that, to be honest. So that is a really cool thing to have. And of course, we also got something everybody wanted and was kind of hinted at with Smash Tour, which was a terrible mode. But anyway, and the mode is called Squad Strike, and you can either play 3-on-3 or 5-on-5. It's kind of like a Pokemon situation right there, where you just fight to defeat all your opponent's characters. And that is a really cool thing to have. Each of the stock is a different character, so that is really cool. We also have the return of 30 mode, which is really good, and this one is offline. We don't know if this one will be online or not, if we will have return mode online, but I will not be surprised if we end up having a 30 mode in the online mode as well. And of course there's another mode added to the game, which is called Smashdown, which means that each of the characters that has been played as or been on the battlefield cannot be picked in the next round, which makes a really interesting mode, to be honest, and I do like that. That makes you try to be more, it's trying to kind of forcing you to become more better with other characters, and that is really cool. I like that. I will see myself playing and trying that feature out, and I'm kind of not surprised if that will be in part of Smash Bros. Tournaments in the future. So really cool. We also have a few updates to the training mode, of course, where you pretty much now can see how far you can go depending on your damage, which is also really cool. We also have the return of classic mode, or should I say the classic mode, where you just go through different stages, you know, fighting other characters like we are used to, and it will change depending on who you are fighting with, which is really cool if you ask me. Of course, we also have new items. The first item they actually show off is the banana gun, which was interesting. I guess that is the correct word for that. I just like, it's a really strange item, I guess, but it's alright enough. We also got the killing edge with many glows and stuff, like, you know, it just seems to be more powerful, probably where it was like laser, the laser beam. And of course we have the death scout, which I guess is from Castlevania. We also have a staff that gets more powerful the farther away from the opponent you are. Then you have the rumbling evil mushroom, which reverses your opponent's controls, which can be extremely interesting to use. And we also have the range blaster, which you kind of gives more, or gets stronger and gives more damage or something like that, the higher damage you are in yourself. Of course, we also have new Pokemon. Alolan Exeter is in the game, and he's kind of splitting the stage in half, and that is pretty cool. We also get to see Abra, of course, and we kind of already knew about Abra, I think. But this is really cool, teleporting you around the stage. Solgaleo and Lunala we already knew about, since we already saw them during E3. But we get to see a little bit more from them, I guess, even though we kind of already knew what they was going to do. And the next Pokemon shown there is Mimikyu. And Mimikyu seems to be a really powerful Pokemon assist, so it's really cool. And sadly enough, Mimikyu is not playable, but that is alright enough. We have both the version of both versions of Vulpix, both regular and Alolan. We have a lot of other Pokemon, I think. There's a lot to go through, and they actually added in Ditto, and that is freaking awesome. Ditto was actually planned to do, and you know, transform into your opponent, or the one that summoned it in Melee, but was cut for some strange reasons. But now it's actually here, and it looks great. We also get to see some assist trophies, like Zero, we get to see Knuckles, we get to see a little bit more of Crystal. Of course, we also get the Donkey Kong one and the Claptrap, which is completely new and looks cool. Captain is a really interesting assist trophy. It kind of drives you off the stage, and that's just freaking awesome. We also have Jeff Kawasaki, which is pretty much given Kirby's Final Smash Brawl. The Great Fox is back from Metal Gear Solid. We also have Nikki from one of those apps on the Nintendo 3DS, where you kind of send messages to each other or something. Even Shovel Knight shows up as an assist trophy, so it's cool to see him representing the game in some way or another. We also get the Majora's Mask Moon coming, and that one was freaking awesome. I really do like that. Of course, in the really last second they show up actually as an assist trophy, which means we won't get actually playable this time around. Of course, we also got Rathalos, or whatever, from Monster Hunter, who will appear both as an assist trophy and a boss. And they seem to be teasing a new stage, monster of the stage probably, or maybe something a part of a story mode. We don't know yet. And that is what I'm getting into now, the menu. We get to see the menu from this one, and it looks a lot better than Smash Wii U and 3DS, of course. Get some more as back, of course. We have the classic Smash, which is really cool to have. You have the online there and the vault. But what is the possible that mysterious mode they're hiding? Could it be possible it's a new story mode or something? Because that will be kind of cool to have a new story mode. And someone on Twitter is kind of over there trying to get through the pixels and see that it says spirits. So does this have to do something with the reveal trailers we have gotten, where Mario, Mega Man, Luigi, and even King Dedede got a really rough time? So that is pretty much all for that. But as the end of the whole direct, of course they're gonna reveal another character. They start off showing off about you know, Kirby versus Meta Knight, Samus versus Ridley, the Mario versus Bowser, etc. That kind of stuff. And then it shows us directly to Donkey Kong. And that reveal trailer is really freaking awesome if you ask me. It looks like let's just say that King Dedede pull a prank on Donkey Kong and Diddy in this one, and he's just laughing his ass off pretty much until the one and only and the return of King K. Rool, and that is freaking awesome. He is finally back at the oldest years, just in Smash Bros. This time. So now it will be also really cool to see him back in the actual Donkey Kong game, because I really want to see that. And wow, it's been so long since he's been since he really appeared in the games. The last appearance was Jungle Climber, I think, for the Nintendo DS. Then I'm thinking the main titles. Of course, if you included spin-off titles, he also appears in Mario Strikers from the Nintendo Wii. So one of these two games is pretty much his last appearance, I guess. This has been really awesome, and that is pretty much all we have for the whole direct itself. But of course, they have to end the whole direct itself though with showing off adding the five new characters to the artwork, of course. And if you kind of look to it, you kind of have noticed that they have repositioned the characters a little bit, but so you can't really make up spaces because they will just reposition the characters every time you get a new character. However, yeah, if you go to first day, we also have a little bit of update there as well, not a whole lot. We just Simon Belmont is in the focus. That's today's pirate, and his description says the protagonist of Castlevania uses his Holy Whip, Vampire Killer, to perform a smash attack with long reach. He also uses projectiles like an axe, holy water, and cross. And it's really cool to see him in the game. Of course, there's not really anything because we got the second update that day where King K. Rool is in the focus, and where his description says with a long distance special moves like the blunderbuss and the counter moves like stomach attack. He is a versatile fighter. His final smash, Blastomatic, was apparently a weapon created to destroy DK Island. I just gonna say, King K. Rool's final smash looks freaking awesome. I just gonna say that. And of course, Friday doesn't seem to really get any, so we can't really go into that. So with that said, that is pretty much all updates we got. In summary, pretty much, and that this week has been a lot of updates, to say it like that. So yeah, I just can't wait to see the future of Smash Bros. Next week, and just to see what else we can get. And this Saturn made it pretty clear that there are more characters to announce, which means we don't know when they will announce them, but probably in the next Direct. It could announce a character under the Nintendo Direct, of course. And if that is gonna be the case, and we're gonna get the Nintendo Direct in September like we usually do, we could probably get a new character right there. Of course, I guess there's possible for a new Smash Bros. Ultimate Direct one more. Yeah, I guess it could be possible for one more Smash Bros. Ultimate Direct before the launch of the game. And I guess that will be October or something like that. Because that will make a lot of sense to put it around there. And then they probably will talk about this secret mode they're hiding. And see what it actually is. If it actually is a story mode, if it actually is some kind of an adventure mode at all, or if it's just something completely new. We don't know before they talk about it. The leaks is gonna go crazy about it, I guess. So with that said, this has been freaking awesome, and I am really glad we still haven't seen Shadow as an assist trophy, because I really want him playable. I also want Rayman playable, as I mentioned earlier, so I'm crossing my fingers both of them. And we also know that characters that has been customs for the Mii's in Smash Bros. On 3DS is getting playable appearances now. So does that mean we can get Heihachi? He was planned to be in Smash on Wii U and 3DS. You know, the end. And in the final roster, but he didn't make it. But that doesn't mean he won't make it this time. He could do that. Of course, the most characters I want the most is, of course, Rayman and Shadow. Coming to the first party characters, I think I would rather see Dixie Kong perhaps, and Isabelle. I would love to see Isabelle. However, this is pretty much it for this week. So now as all of this is gone, let me know what you think about this by posting in the comments below. And I hope you guys did enjoy this video. And don't forget to subscribe to Minochu243 for more on Super Smash Bros. Ultimate and more gaming videos like this one. Thank you guys so much for watching. Minochu243 signing out.